Chief Keef reacts to King Von passing away. IG Live. Chief Keef has been dragged into the entire King Von situation after he passed away. Following King Von's sudden death, many Chicago rappers and OTF members have come at 4K Trey and Quando Rondo, considering they are guilty. Not only were fans hurt by the death of King Von, but his closest friends were even more hurt and angered. Chief Keef, however, had quite a different reaction to the rest of OTF. The Chicago rapper actually was good friends with King Von growing up in O Block. Lil Reese, 600 Breezy, and Lil Durk are also amongst those to express their grief in the situation. Some say they have even gone to the extent of plotting revenge. The Chicago drill scene was a tight-knit group who have lost a lot of friends. It wouldn't be a surprise if they did step. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we will be covering Chief Keef's reaction time King Von passing away on Instagram Live. Before we jump into this video, be sure to comment on keyword don't like for a chance at winning our giveaway, and be sure to subscribe for more videos. Do you think that Chief Keef will address Quando Rondo? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Chief Keef has been active on IG recently promoting new music. Sosa has never really been one for the cameras. He does come from a very hard place. Many were puzzled when the iconic Chicago rapper didn't post a tribute for King Von, considering the pair's long history. Following King Von's passing, Chief Keef was in the middle of doing a lot of promo for his new song. One of the snippets he decided to post to his Instagram may have been a sneak towards Quando Rondo. If you didn't know, Quando Rondo recently released a diss track titled End of Story, directed at King Von. He is awfully disrespectful, saying things like "pick your man up" and "he should have never ran up on me." This angered many people, especially those from O Block. Some fans believe Chief Keef was sending shots back at Quando with his own snippet. Speeding in a foreign, pockets holding all the pumps, young rich homie but I don't know Quan. It sounds like he may have been rapping about rich homie Quan, but given the timing of the post, it could have very well been targeted towards the Baton Rouge rapper. Some believe that there is a deeper reason why Chief Keef never posted about King Von's death directly. A lot of people just think that he distanced himself from OTF and got out of the streets completely. Others say he was betrayed. It was rumored that Chief Keef and King Von actually had beef at one point. The two artists knew each other as children, but sometimes people do grow apart. Nonetheless, the two still have a very similar friend group with many mutuals. The beef actually involves Boss Top, who recently came up in the news in regards to King Von's death. We'll get more into that later. It was alleged that Boss Top actually robbed Chief Keef of his chain. Although there are many different sides of the story, here is King Von's. In an Instagram live video from the late rapper, he claimed that Boss Top robbed Chief Keef after becoming too Hollywood. Von said that while he was locked up, Boss Top was gathering money from those close to him to help pay his bond. His bond was $25,000 and he had managed to string up $18,000. All he needed was $7,000 more to be free. Von reveals that Boss Top went to Chief Keef to see if he would loan him the final $7,000. When he asked, King Von alleged that Chief Keef said, "That's all y'all need? I just spent that on some shoes." Apparently, Boss Top was under the impression that Sosa would provide. Unfortunately, when he asked again, Chief Keef allegedly said, "That's all y'all need? I just threw that in the club." Although it was never confirmed, King Von was live on Instagram leaking this information. Many people called cap instantly and said that Boss Top actually robbed his home out of jealousy. Nonetheless, it is still quite confusing for some fans as Chief Keef never made his stance on the situation really public. With that being said, he never really dedicated anything or said anything on social media in regards to Von's death. Boss Top did speak on King Von's death directly, however. The two were extremely close. Boss Top was one of King Von's big homies. He posted a collage photo of the late 26-year-old rapper and captioned the post, "Until I see you again, I love you, Cuddy," followed by a heartbreak emoji. He was clearly hurt by the passing of his essentially little brother. Most of the Southside Chicago rappers have made their pain public. Chief Keef, the biggest star out of O Block, has not, however, directly spoken on the topic. Following Quando Rondo's diss track, who knows what's next for the OTF family? O Block has lost many people that were loved. For example, Fredo Santana, LA Capone, Newski, and many others. Some members are also locked up. The city of Chicago has handled a lot of losses in the rap game since the violence is so high. Many of the current OTF and Glory Boys members from O Block and other areas of Southside Chicago got into gang life as young teens. Nonetheless, many are hoping that Chief Keef will eventually speak upon King Von's death. There are even photos of the two as young kids together. Do you think that Chief Keef will address Quando Rondo following his diss track? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we covered Chief Keef's reaction time King Von passing away on Instagram Live. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you next time on Lime Report.
Does violence do something to you? I mean, you came from Chicago. I don't want to pathologize Chicago. I know there's a lot of violence there.
Violence ain't nothing that you look for. If anything, you just let it come to you whenever it does, as if it does. But ain't nothing you seek.